Hello everybody, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Welcome back to my Mystery Monday video. Yes, I have been away for a few weeks. My husband and I took a wonderful long-awaited vacation to Maui for a couple of weeks, and we had an amazing time. Like any of you that have ever been there or to any of the Hawaiian Islands, I'm sure you felt the same way. It was a great time just to relax and unwind and take a deep breath and get away from all the craziness of the world. So it was truly, truly wonderful. So having said that, I was inspired to use this bundle of products today for our Mystery Monday video. It is the Happy Hibiscus Bundle, and it consists of a stamp set, and you can also get the hybrid embossing folder and dies. So this is the stamp set, some great images and some greetings, and these are the dies that are inside. So this particular one cuts out 3 images at once, so these 3 here. So that is really versatile. And the embossing folder, for any of you that have used or not used a hybrid embossing folder, this is what it looks like. And so if you wanted to cut out, there's different ways of using this. You can stamp your images and then cut them out with your dies, or you can just emboss a piece of paper with this folder, or you can emboss, for example, a solid sheet of paper. So I did the white, and it embosses and cuts at the same time. I don't know if you can see the ridges in there. Can you see how those turned out? That's all the detail of the embossing folder being transferred, and it cut these out all at the same time. So all you have to do is lie your piece of paper inside the folder, close it, run it through your die cut machine with this special plate, and you can cut out all of these, well, not all, but these 3 particular images anyways, with that die. And so lovely alternatives to using this. Okay, so today we are going to be making this card, and I was kind of inspired with this red from a photo that I took in Hawaii of this hibiscus. I don't know if you can see that. These are growing on the hedges, on the tree, like wherever you are, you can see hibiscus bushes or hedges lining the streets and the properties. I wish I had one of these at my house. And of course they come in different colors, right? But I saw this vibrant red one. So this is what we're going to aim for today. So I did pre-cut some pieces and things. So we're going to start with a piece of basic black as our base, and I will post all of these measurements on the post. So we're going to fold that 8.5 by 5.5 in half, and then I cut a piece of real red, 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to put that on as our first layer. Okay, so let's put this on here. And then I took a piece of basic white and I did run it through that embossing folder, and this is how it turned out with different sizes and different flowers and a lot of really wonderful detail in there. So this is at 5 by 3 3/4, and we are going to put that on top of our red. Okay, so you can decide which way you would like this to go. I think I might do it this way. Some of it will be covered up, but you'll still be able to see. Okay, so then for our flowers. So what I did was I stamped this large image. So these 3 images are all connected as one stamp. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you could probably snip them apart and just use them individually. But in this configuration, this is what fits the die that we have in our dies, and would also fit in the hybrid embossing folder. So I stamped these first in tuxedo black, to get my black outline, and then I colored them with my blends. So I used light and dark, real red, and a bit of yellow there, and tried to keep it a little bit darker in the center. And then I cut it out with the die to get them to look like that. And then there are also some leaf dies in the dies, so you get a couple of different shapes, some long ones, and there's also a small one too that's in there, and a couple of extra flower images that you can also cut from the dies. So I'm just going to cut off this stem from these ones because we're going to be tucking these underneath, so I don't think we need the stem to show. So let me do that first. So now it's basically just deciding where do I want to put these flowers. So we are going to put a greeting in there as well. So you know what? I think I might start with that greeting first and sort of work my way around. So this is also a die in the hibiscus dies, and this little thank you I just took from the Keeping Tabs stamp set. I love this stamp set. It comes as a bundle with a punch, but I just checked before doing this, and it looks like this is on the last chance list. So once this is sold out, it will be gone. So just to let you know about that. The actually Happy Hibiscus Bundle looks like it's still going to be around, but it is an online exclusive item. So the stamp set and the dies and the hybrid embossing folder and dies come together in one package. I'm not sure if you are aware of that. So you would either just purchase the stamp set, or if you were to purchase the hybrid embossing folder, it would come with the dies, and you can also purchase all of this as a bundle. So I hope that's not too confusing. I hope I didn't lose anybody. But this is, as I said, on the online exclusives portion of the website. So it looks like it's still going to be around for a bit, which is great news. Okay, so I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop up some of these images. So let's just do our little greeting first. And I might have had a larger thank you, but this is the first one I grabbed, so I know it looks kind of small, but we'll go with it. So I think I'm going to put that sort of in the middle, okay, like so. And then I am going to start with, let's start with the largest hibiscus flower here. These are just so beautiful, and we saw the red ones, we saw yellow ones, we saw white ones, we saw pink ones. I'm not sure what other colors they might have, but oh my gosh, just to see them growing just randomly, oh, it was so amazing. Like I said, I wish we could have these in our gardens, but I'm afraid our climate is not the best for that, unfortunately. Okay, so let's put that one there, and then we'll go to this middle size, and I am using some of the ends of my dimensional pieces here because I don't want to waste them. Okay, so let's put this one, let's tuck this underneath a little, but over the circle just a tad. Okay, and then I will put the littlest one on the other side. And put that maybe on the other side of this greeting. Now here I tucked it under, but maybe here I'll put it over top, and we'll see how that goes. And the leaves, I'm just going to add with adhesive. Now I don't know if you can see this one, but this little slit actually cut through. So that's how detailed these dies are. And like the center line cut through, just really cool. Whoops, I just lost my dimension. Okay, so let's put, maybe we'll put these bigger leaves here. This time we'll switch it up. And we'll put another one under here. And then maybe these ones we'll put maybe over here. this little guy. You can decide how much or how little of the leaf you want to show. Just put one here too. Okay, so we're coming along. And then lastly, I'm going to add some of these iridescent faceted gems. I love these. Now I don't 100% know if they are being put on the last chance list. I hope not, but if they are, time to stock up because they are so pretty. How they just how they are so iridescent and grab different shades of color from wherever they are on your paper. It's just, I use these a lot at Christmas and I just love them. So you can add as many as you want, or if you want to add something red, you could probably do that. So that is the red one. Now I have one more that I did in a different color palette right here. And this is where you could do some stamping instead of blending with your Stampin' Blends. So again, I stamped the whole three flower piece. These, like I said, they're all connected, but this time on this card, I stamped them in Berry Burst, okay, and that gave me the outline. And then I used these 3 stamps here to fill in each of the flowers. And I used Bubble Bath, the lighter pink. And so it's like 2-step stamping actually, but you could go crazy on colors. If you had, you know, pink, you could even do a different color border. If you had white, you might want to do a pinkish border or a yellowish border. You can just certainly play around with color as much as you wanted. So that was a different way of using the stamp set. Or like I said, if you wanted to just cut out your flowers straight from the embossing folder using cardstock, you would get them beautifully embossed, and then you could take your blends to them, or a sponge or a water painter, something to, if you wanted to give it a little bit of color, even just certain parts of it or just the edges, you could do that and have this beautiful embossed image at the same time. So a lot of different possibilities when using the hybrid folders and the dies. So I hope you enjoyed those projects, and we will start getting back into these videos here, and we will see you again next week. Hope you all have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye for now.